Kelly, Shon, I was accepted at Dartmouth College and Princeton University, and I said yes to Princeton University, and then the last minute I changed my mind and went to Dartmouth College. So forever, of course, I'm sure for you I'll live that down. But not too many Ivy League graduates in the NFL or in golf. What's that like for you? Come join me a little closer, because we want to get the intimate story. Because if you went if you went to Princeton, you were probably one of the more intelligent players out there.
I can't say that myself. I think a lot of other players say that about me. They call me Smarty. That's kind of my nickname.
Sociology.
Sociology major. I loved it. Great department. Small.
I was a government major, but I did take some sociology.
Did you think it was interesting?
No.
Oh.
No, actually, what I thought was it's really hard, and I love government because it had a little bit more of that direct sense of leadership. But sociology has to be connected with the notion of leadership in an era where we're looking for change in culture.
Exactly. I learned a lot in sociology classes, everything from the lower income classes of America into broader global type of stuff. And the dynamic out here on the LPGA Tour, it's a great kind of condition for kind of testing it out, like a qualitative study, if you will.
Yeah, you have the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, that's everywhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been fun.
Well, then let's go in that direction. As an athlete, I played 18 years in the National Football League. You have this stage that you can use to educate people about maybe how to manage your success. So even if you do make, $2 million in prize money, it's what you do with your success that's so powerful. We just had Shirley Spork here, talking about the role models that create the values of the game. Any comment on that and how you see some of the people today and how you manage yourself?
I completely agree with that. I am just starting. I was a rookie last year. I'm just starting out on my venture on the tour, and I would love to one day have the opportunity to really spread what I believe in, the things I'm passionate about. But I don't know if I'm there yet.
Right.
But I think within the LPGA we have great leaders in that way. Lydia, just knowing her on a personal level, she's all about helping others, and you've seen the action. She's not all talk. And other players too. We are so committed to doing different things with troops coming back, veterans, things with Alzheimer's I was kind of involved with last year through the tour, and just a very broad spectrum of things that are so good.
So I have to relate with you because initially I was cut by 8 NFL teams 11 times before I made it. But then that adversity taught me to play at a higher level when I finally made it. So to me, what advantage an Ivy League player may have is that everyone focuses on their strengths, but I think one thing we learn in the Ivy League is the capacity to work with discipline on not only your strengths, but always working on your weaknesses so that your game makes consistent progress because you've learned how to put your mind in a place where it really complements your body's actions.
I don't know if I can say that any better. I think going to Princeton has humbled me in so many different ways, not even just in the classroom, but even on the golf course. I learned so much about myself because it just, when you go down so low, when you're not doing so well, it really makes you think about everything. And then you meet people who get you through that kind of stuff, friends and mentors, and through it all, I've learned so much. And I've learned that it's just a progress. It always is, and I'm excited. That's one of the most exciting things about being on tour right now is, still I'm in my sophomore year now, and I feel like there's so much for me to learn, so much.
So Sari Pack, Stacy Lewis, Michelle Wee, Julie Inkster, there's so many people to be role models out there. Who are the ones or who is the one that inspires you the most who's playing right now in this tournament today?
Playing this tournament?
Yes, putting you on the spot.
Probably Lydia Ko. Like I mentioned before, she's not just a fantastic golfer, she's a great human being. And she's an inspiration for not just little kids, but for adults like me, well, supposedly adults like me. And, her maturity level is not that of what is she, 20, 19, something like that. And
Wow.
People have a lot to learn from her.
So we got to go in this direction for a second because the press guide has an interesting story that you were watching a Barbie commercial and suddenly Kelly became a name that you wanted to have. Tell us about that.
Well, so you know this about me? Okay, that's amazing. I moved to America when I was 8 from South Korea, and I didn't know any English, and I just learned English from just playing with the neighborhood kids and watching a lot of TV. And one of the commercials I watched was a Barbie commercial, and I think Kelly is her sister or something like that. And thank God I didn't name myself Barbie.
I think Kelly's going to work fine.
Yeah. So then I think in about a month I went into a classroom, and my second grade teacher asked me, "What's your name?" And the first name that popped to my mind was Kelly.
So here's what we're going to do. When you win the U.S. Open in a year or two, then just like Barbie unveiled their normal-looking Barbie that doesn't have the 2-inch waist and the big, boobs and everything, you're going to unveil the Kelly doll, which is going to be beautiful but incredibly smart, and of course a winner.
How do you present the smart doll?
The smart doll?
Yeah.
You create a TV show around the smart doll and the smart things she does.
We can have a big market for this. I can feel it.
So Kelly, watch out. Barbie, Kelly is on the way.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Go Princeton.
Go Princeton.
Go Dartmouth a little bit more.